This isn't just a watch, it's a $55 million statement piece. On its face are over 110 carats of the rarest colored diamonds on the planet. But the craziest part isn't the price, it's the simple quartz movement ticking inside. So, how did this hallucination become the most expensive timepiece ever created? When people think of luxury, they imagine supercars, sprawling mansions, or private jets. But when the Graff Hallucination was unveiled at Baselworld in 2014, it redefined what luxury could even mean. The audience fell silent. Cameras flashed, and within minutes it became a global sensation. With a confirmed value of $55 million, the hallucination isn't just a watch, it's a sculpture, a celebration of nature's rarest beauty and human craftsmanship. A creation so dazzling that timekeeping almost feels like an afterthought. Its name fits perfectly. The colors, the brilliance, and the dreamlike arrangement of stones make you question whether what you're seeing is even real. It was made to astonish, to provoke, and to ask one bold question. What are the absolute limits of luxury? To answer that, you have to start with the man behind it all, Laurence Graff. Known as the King of Diamonds, Graff built a global empire around his lifelong obsession with the world's most precious stones. From humble beginnings in London, he rose to become one of the most influential figures in the diamond industry, through his company and his control of Saftakotha, South African Diamond Corporation. Graff had access to some of the rarest rough stones on Earth. For decades, he bought and sold some of history's most legendary diamonds. But deep down, he held on to a personal dream, to create one single object that would embody his company's passion for diamonds. Scal. The hallucination was that dream realized. The hallucination has made my dream a reality. He once said it wasn't made for sale or profit. It was a statement, an artistic and technical challenge to prove what his brand could achieve. Creating such a masterpiece began with the impossible, sourcing the right diamonds. The hallucination is encrusted with over 110 carats of natural, fancy-colored diamonds, a treasure that defies imagination. Most diamonds range from colorless to light yellow, but true fancy-colored diamonds, pinks, blues, greens are geological miracles. For every 10,000 diamonds mined, only one will show these natural colors. The hallucination doesn't feature just a few of them, it's an explosion of color. Fancy vivid yellows, intense pinks, deep blues, bright oranges, and even rare gray blues shimmer together in perfect harmony. Collecting such a range wasn't luck, it was a mission. Graff's gemologists spent years circling the globe, buying rough stones, cutting them with precision, and mapping out a design that would balance chaos and perfection. Each gem has its own story: where it was mined, how it was cut, and how it found its place in the final masterpiece. The cuts vary too: heart shapes, pears, marquises, emeralds, and round brilliants. The result isn't a repetitive pattern, but a flowing mosaic that seems alive, an organic river of light, frozen in platinum. When the diamonds were finally ready, the true artistry began. A hand-picked team of Graff's top designers, gemologists, and craftsmen spent over 2.5 years assembling it. Every single diamond was given its own custom setting, designed so that almost no metal would be visible. The entire bracelet is made of platinum, strong enough to hold the stones securely, yet subtle enough to vanish beneath their brilliance. Even the clasp is a secret. Hidden within the design, it can only be opened by pressing one specific diamond, ditto, but one that perfectly captures the philosophy behind the piece. Every millimeter matters. And yet, at the heart of all this opulence lies a surprise. Inside the $55 million hallucination is a simple, battery-powered quartz movement. No complex tourbillon, no mechanical marvel, just a quiet, reliable engine ticking away beneath a sea of diamonds. When collectors found out, it sparked outrage. How could the most expensive watch in history have the same movement as an ordinary timepiece? But critics missed the point. The hallucination isn't about watchmaking, it's about artistry. A mechanical movement would have required a larger case, visible crowns, an extra space, all of which would disrupt the fluid, gem-covered design. The quartz movement allowed Graff to keep the focus exactly where he wanted, it on the diamonds. In that sense, the hallucination challenges what a watch even is. It isn't meant to impress with engineering, it's meant to mesmerize with beauty. It's jewelry first, timepiece second. After all, when you're staring at something this extraordinary, who really cares about the time? When it debuted in 2014, it wasn't just a luxury unveiling, it was a cultural event. The Hallucination has never been sold and remains in Laurence Graff's private collection, a gleaming symbol of his company's power and vision. So why is it worth $55 million? Because it represents the pinnacle of rarity, craftsmanship, and imagination. It's 110 carats of natural miracles, thousands of hours of human skill, and one man's unrelenting pursuit of perfection. The Hallucination isn't a watch you wear to tell the time. It's a story of Earth's rarest treasures, human obsession, and the limitless reach of art. It exists to prove what's possible when creativity meets no budget. It leaves one final question lingering in the mind. What is the price of a dream?